Hare Krishna. So today we are seeing Valmiki Ramayana Ayodhya Kanda. So already we have covered Balakanda. So today we will enter into Ayodhya Kanda. So as we discussed in the last class, Ramachandra, Lakshmana and other brothers all got married in Mithila, and Janaka Maharaj give them wonderful gifts and send them off, and they are all returning to Ayodhya with Dashrath Maharaj and the family. So on the way, we also discussed that they met Parashuram, and Parashuram was challenging Lord Rama, and we know what happened there from that last episode we discussed. And then once they reached Ayodhya, everything, the life comes back to normal again, and this way Rama spends like a wonderful life with Mother Sita for 12 years now in Ayodhya. Meanwhile, we also learned that Bharata and Shatrughna went to their uncle's place in Kaikeya kingdom. Now, Dasharatha Maharaj already ruled the kingdom for over 60,000 years, and additional to that, he also ruled another 12 years because he thought Rama was too young to take over the position of a Raja. Therefore, he continued being a king for those 12 years. Now, we also learned Rama was 12 years old when he got married to Sita, and Sita was 6 years old. Now, another 12 years passed, so he is now 24 years old. And Dasharatha thinks this is the right time for coronating Rama to be the next king. So, Rama will be the 36th king in Surya dynasty, Surya Vamsha. And see, whatever happens in our life, good or bad, because in material world it's always dvanda, it's good and bad, or profit and loss, man and woman, like that. It's always there is dual in nature in this world. That's what we see, right? And miseries and happiness. So what Bhagavad Gita teaches us, that Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, that Tidikshasva Bharata. So you tolerate, Arjuna, you tolerate, because this is what the world would give us. Matras parastat kaunteya sitoshna sukatokada ahama payina anityasta tidikshasva bharata. So whatever the winter or summer, happiness or distress, you just tolerate them and just go in that way. But whenever we feel distressed, what we should do is take more shelter of Bhagavan and do more Bhakti Seva, like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dashyam, Atma Nivedinam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedinam. So these are the 9 kinds of Bhakti. So whatever the 9 pras of Bhakti that are recommended by Acharyas, that is mainly Prahlad Maharaj. So we can just follow that. You don't have to do everything. You do whatever that is compatible. That sounds compatible with you and with your atmosphere, with your situation. So you can just simply hear about the Lord, or you can talk about the Lord, with others, or you can remember the Lord. Like this, there are 9 processes of bhakti. So you can choose one or all of them and do that way. And whatever that happens in our life, good or bad, we should take it as the mercy of the Lord, and we should see from the perspective of Lord's, in the perspective of Lord's eyes, that we cannot see, of course, because we are not very advanced in bhakti, but at least through jnana shakshu, through shastra shakshu, through in the eyes of shastras, in the eyes of jnana, or the knowledge, we can see, okay, this is the will of the Lord, I should accept it, whether that is happiness or miseries. That is, if someone is leaving you behind, or someone is taking you with them, whatever the case may be, we accept that as mercy of the Lord. Here we are seeing this because of Lord's will only everything is happening. Even a blade of grass cannot move without the sanction from the Lord, without a sanction by the Lord. And Mantara, she is none other than an Apsara from Devaloka. She was sent by demigods for the purpose of this orchestra. orchestration of killing Ravana, Rama killing Ravana, and you know, um, taking Sita back and etc. The main purpose of Rama coming here at the request of Devi Devadas was to kill Ravana. That's what the Devadas think, but from Rama's perspective, came to satisfy uh, they satisfy his devotees, reciprocate the love of his devotees, and also he wanted to perform the pastime as an ordinary human being, and have that love in separation mood by Vibralam Bhav, etc. And also give that kind of mood to his loved ones also, like the living Dasharatha and Sita, not purposefully, but he is making such an orchestration so that it will increase the love for the Lord. So like how Sita had she totally became devastated when Ravana kidnapped her, and Dasratha also feeling the same way when Rama was banished to the forest. So because of Lord's will only everything happens. We should accept that, and with that in mind, we see this episode here. So mantra, when this happening at this assembly hall downstairs, a mantra looking from upstairs, because usually that's where ladies would stay to see what's happening in the assembly. They won't come in the middle of all the big personalities like kings and ministers and sages. So they usually stay in the upstairs where they can view what's going on in the assembly, and they can hear as well. And mantra and Lord Rama actually wanted to he actually wanted mantra to watch this scene, so that the things can start kicking in, like she can go and tell Kaikeyi and things will start to happen really fast. So when Mantra watched over the Maharaj Dasharatha deciding to coronate Rama, and also he invited all the ministers, the prajas and the sages to ask their approval, the permission, because this is an etiquette that kings should follow, that there should be no contradictory opinion towards the decision of Raja, that is to coronate Rama. So of course everybody applauded that yes, Rama should become the next king. They were praying and they were totally enjoying the decision of Dasharatha Maharaj, and they said yes, we want Rama as the king. And seeing this, Mantara, Kaikeyi's maidservant, she became so angry, and she went to Kaikeyi's palace, the apartment, the chamber, and she said, Kaikeyi was laying down, she was totally innocent at the time, and she didn't know anything what's happening in Mantra's mind. So when Mantra came into Kaikeyi's room, and she said, "Oh, you foolish woman, you are sleeping here, you're laying down as if nothing happened. Don't you know that your son will not be the next king? Are you not, are you not distressed about this fact? Why are you laying down like as if nothing happened? Just come on, get up and do something." And Kaikeyi was like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean my son will not be the next king? My son will only be the next king." Dasaratha Maharaj already told that last night we were discussing, and he did mention that Rama will be the king. And Vantara said, "Well, no, I'm not talking about Rama, you foolish woman. I'm talking about Bharata, your own son." Kaikeyi said innocently that Rama is my son, and I am so happy that Rama will be the next king. Are you not happy about this? Mantra said, "No, of course not. If Rama becomes the next king, then Kaushalya will be the primary queen, prominent queen, and then she will make you as a servant of hers. And then what about me? I am your servant. If I become, so she becomes the primary queen, then no one will respect me. What about my condition? I cannot let this happen, and you should not let this happen. So you tell Dasharatha that Bharata should be the next king." Kaikeyi, somehow Mantra poisoned the mind of Kaikeyi. Now Kaikeyi also became convinced, and she now asks Mantra that what should I do next. Then this is the time when Mantra reminds Kaikeyi of the two boons that she received when she saved Dasharatha Maharaj at the battlefield, saved his life. So when she was reminded about this incident, Kaikeyi immediately said, as a wife, I saved my husband. This is what any wife would do. So what is the big deal about it? Still, Dasharatha Maharaj generously gave me those two boons, but I never thought of using them because I don't need them. And I did my duty, and why do I need any gift or boon for that? And Mantra said, no, you foolish lady, you should accept those two boons now. You ask the two boons to Dasharatha Maharaj. So those two boons are, the first one is Bharata to become the next king. So Bharata should be coronated. And the second boon is Rama should be banished to the forest for the next 14 years. And Kaikeyi was really shocked, but then because she was poisoned in the mind, therefore she agreed, okay, I will do that. And for that, Mantara told how this needs to be dramatized, that you should go to this Koba Graha, that is the place where it's like a chamber where when any one of the queens become angry, they go to that particular chamber and then express their anger there, so that Dasharatha Maharaj, the king, would come and pacify them. And that's what Kaikeyi was told by Mantra, and she did that. Her clothes became disordered, and she removed her ornaments and threw them on the floor. So she was totally in not in order, proper order as a queen of this Ayodhya. So she was also laying down on the floor. And when Dasharatha Maharaj came back from after the assembly, and he was looking forward to see Kaikeyi because she is a pet queen, and every night he comes to her chamber only. So he came back, and as usual, but what he witnessed was not the proper night, not a regular night. So he witnessed all these scenes, and then she inquired from Kaikeyi, my dear queen, what happened? Tell me whatever you want, I will fulfill this. See, this is the problem with Dasharatha Maharaj. Whenever he sees somebody or somebody comes to see him, he would just give this promise. Like Vishwamitra came without even knowing, without even asking what Vishwamitra wanted, he immediately told Vishwamitra. That means he promised that yes, whatever you ask, I will fulfill that desire, whatever that may be. And when Vishwamitra asked for Rama for short time, he could not accept that. He asked, oh, you can ask whatever else you need except this. And Vishwamitra became angry, and we know what happened next. But coming back to this episode, this is what happening again. Dasharatha Maharaj promising Kaikeyi that I cannot see you, my dearest queen, in this condition. Please tell me, please demand me whatever you wanted, I'll fulfill that. Then Kaikeyi talks about those two boons, and then Dasharatha Maharaj totally broke down. He was devastated, and he fell into the ocean of miseries, and he said, no, I cannot do that. You ask anything else except that. And again Kaikeyi tries to convince Dasharatha Maharaj by giving an example of Asamanja, how he was banished to the forest by his father, King Sahara. And this was a totally irrelevant example, even though maybe the situation might look similar, but actually not. Asamanja was a sinful person. That is why King Sahara banished him to the forest. But in this case of Rama, he was at no fault at all. Simply because of greed and enviousness, Kaikeyi wanted to banish him to the forest. So Dasharatha Maharaj pleaded Kaikeyi that I can even fall down at your feet. Please reconsider this. I can even make Bharata to be the next king, but I cannot exile Rama. I cannot banish Rama. You see me, I'm 60,000 years old, but I don't look or feel like 60,000 years old, because I may look like 60,000, but I don't feel like I'm 60,000 years old, because I'm always taking darshan of my dear Lord Rama. He doesn't say Lord because he is in the Vachalya Bhav, parental affection. Therefore, he says, because I am taking, I'm beholding the beautiful face of Rama, front and back, and I'm always adoring him as my son, dearest child, and by seeing him day by day, my age decreases, my health, in good condition, it increases. Therefore, please reconsider. I cannot banish Rama. I will be dead if I do that. But Kaikeyi, it's all useless to talk to Kaikeyi. Dasharatha realizes that, and finally, it was like all night they were discussing this, and Dasharatha Maharaj tried to convince her all night. It's already 3 a.m. in the morning, still this discussion going on. Kaikeyi was very stubborn, because that is what mantra taught her. This is another example of having wrong association. If you keep wrong association thinking that you are going in the right path, but having a wrong association, what's wrong with that? So having this kind of idea will only lead us to the wrong path also, because one day or another this wrong association will lead us to wrong path. Correct? That is why we always keep a good association. Reading books, then you read good books, the books in Sattva-guna. Eating food, eat food in Sattva-guna. Hearing something, hear something about Krishna or Rama or Lord. And doing something, do it for Krishna or Rama. So this is our mood should be. And associate with somebody that are like-minded, like what I've just said. So that way, the chances of us falling down from the right path will be very, very slim, right? That is what recommended by Acharyas. So now it's already Brahma Muhurta the next morning, 4 a.m. And so Dasharatha Maharaj doesn't have any option but to abide by what Kaikeyi has demanded. So now Rama has to be called in so that they can let Rama know what's next. So Rama and Sita already up, and Rama was asked to come to see Dasharatha Maharaj. So he just thought it was a usual morning, so he went to offer obeisances to Kaikeyi and Dasharatha Maharaj, and so he went, but the situation didn't look as normal. It doesn't look like it's a normal day. So Dasharatha Maharaj looks devastated. From that drama, understood something bad happened or something wrong happened. And Kaikeyi looked firm, and Rama inquired from Kaikeyi, what's going on? And Kaikeyi said, what happened? And she said that Rama, Dasharatha Maharaj wanted to convey a couple of messages to you, but he thinks that you might think it in a wrong way or take it in a wrong way. So he feels a bit shame or a bit uncomfortable to convey you that message. So I am telling you. Rama definitely knows what's going on. So he says you don't have to tell that he wanted to say, mother, if you wanted to tell me directly. You don't have to say that was coming from Dasharatha Maharaj when it's in fact coming from you. So whatever that is, whether it is asked by my father Dasharatha or my mother my mother Kaikeyi, wherever the demand is coming from, the order is coming from, I will obey that order. Please tell me what I should do. Should I go to the forest? Should I go here? Should I fight them? Or whatever you tell me, I'll do that. Kaikeyi said, well, you said many things, but whatever you said about the forest, that's exactly what your father wanted you to do. Just go to forest. Rama was not shocked, was not devastated, didn't become angry, didn't show any emotions different from what was his emotion before and now. In fact, now he looked more relieved. So this is the detached quality of detachment, vairagya, even for the Lord, because one of the six opulences is detachment, and he is complete 100% in that detachment. He doesn't want to take credit for his doing. He doesn't want to he doesn't want our like donation. Like if I want to give $10,000, $100,000, he doesn't want that kind of donation. Only the love. All he wanted is love from us. That devotion, love and devotion. That's all. If we offer food, there was a pastime in Jagannath's story that one big merchant comes to visit Jagannath Puri, and he was demanding the pandas there that okay, buy one thing that cost 1 lakh rupees, 100,000 rupees, and they were like, what to buy one thing in 100,000 rupees? You cannot break. They were pleading from this devotee merchant. He was not fully devotee, but he was still there is some kind of inclination, but still he has that pride. So that's what Lord does. Whenever we have this six anarthas, any anarthas, pride, anger, greed, envy, lust, illusion, if we have taken full shelter of him, then he will make sure we are getting rid of those anarthas. Otherwise, he'll come and do that, or sends his representatives to remove our anarthas, or impurities. So this pride merchant was demanding these pandas or priests in the temple that to buy one object or something that to be offered to Jagannath that should cost 100,000 rupees. He cannot break that. I mean, the pujaris cannot break that, and they were pleading like, how can we buy? This is long back. I'm talking about, not now. Long back. That means it's all in paise. Now the paise also it's gone, right? Almost gone. So there was like 2 paise, 1 anna, 2 anna, like that. It was long back. This happened this past time. So that time 100,000 is a big money. So they were saying, no, we can't do that. He said, okay, I'll give you 1 day or something like that. He gives them time, 1 or 2 days, something like that. And within that time, if you do that, then I'll give you 100,000 donation. Otherwise, I'll take that back. Something like that he says. And they were like praying to Jagannath. This is what a devotee does, right? Whenever there is a misery, they pray to Lord. Supreme Lord, so that they will be relieved from this condition, or at least they'll get the strength to manage the condition, the situation. So that's why they pray to Lord. And so they pray to the Lord like, what should we do now? Then in the dream, one of the head pujaris, the main pujaris dream, Jagannath came and said, buy this expensive elephant's trunk. What is the tusk? No, trunk, right? The pearl on the forehead of the trunk, head or something. On the elephant, something like that. That's very expensive. That's more than 100,000 rupees. So Jagannath said, you buy that and put it in bida, like a pan. You can make pan with betel leaves. So you put that pearl inside, that will become really more than 100,000, right? So you do that and go and tell the merchant that this is what Jagannath wanted. So this is what he should buy and offer. So this particular pearl from the forehead of an elephant is not normal. It's not a common thing to exist for existence. So that's a very rare pearl, and that only exists in rarest elephants. So it's not common. Therefore, finding that elephant and getting that pearl is not an easy job. When this was learned by this merchant, pride merchant, immediately his pride was broken down. Then he surrendered to the Lord that yes, I committed a great offense towards the Lord's devotees, this Vaishnavas. So please forgive me. Now I offer that 100,000 rupees to the Pandas. They do whatever they want to serve the Lord, like that. So this is what Rama does, the Krishna does, or Jagannath, right? By breaking down that pride. So here Rama decides to follow the dharma, and he just tells Kaikeyi, yes, I will not break the dharma, I'll follow the dharma, and I will go without any emotions, like bad emotions. He was fully detached, and he was even more happier because now he has the kingdom, the burden on his head. Of course, he doesn't take that as a burden. He manages the entire cosmos, entire creation, material and spiritual. Nothing is burdening him. but just for the matter of detachment, he is happier now. So he says calmly, I will go to the forest mother and happily you can install Bharata. That information also revealed to Rama. So he says, yes, happily you can install Bharata as the next king. Then he leaves to go see Kaushalya in her chamber to take blessings, and then next he'll go see Sita. So when Kaushalya learned this, she also broke down into tears and told Rama, I will come with you. I cannot live without you, so I'll come with you. So Rama said, no mother, father is here. When father is there, husband is there, you should be with husband only, no matter what. So you cannot come with me. And then she offers her blessings, at least take my blessings, my dear son, and come soon. So he say, okay, he leaves to Sita's palace now, Sita's room. Sita is already ready. She already heard about what's going on. And Sita was ready to come with Rama. Okay, come on, Rama, I go in the front because there are a lot of thorns. There will be a lot of thorns and some little things on the way. So I don't want your lotus feet to get hurt. So I'm going to go in front of you so that I can remove those thorns and then you can walk nicely, without any trouble. And Rama was laughing. What are you talking, Sita? As if you were born and brought up in the forest, as if you know everything about the forest. No, Sita, you cannot come. There would be ferocious animals and terrible rakshasas, devouring, ready to devour people. So you cannot come with me. It is not safe for you. You stay here in the palace. Take care of my father and mother as if they are your father and mother, and consider Bharata as your own brother and Shatrughna as your own son, and take care of them. And Sita says, "What? It is unfair. What are you talking, Rama? You told your mother that mother should be living with father only, because wife should live with husband. But now you are telling me the opposite. How can I accept this fact from you? You are the one saying this way and that way. No, I cannot accept it. I am coming with you. I already packed things. How? How come you already did that? Because when I was small, my father Janaka showed my horoscope to my family astrologer, and he already said that you will be Sita will be married to a high class family. That is no doubt. There is no doubt in that. However, she'll have to live in the forest with her husband. That is why I was already ready. That it will happen anytime, like that. So. And Rama said, okay, come now, what can I say? And Lakshmana was standing outside, and now he said, Lakshmana, Rama, come on, we three go. Rama was again laughing. What are you talking about, Lakshmana? Where are you coming? I have no plan of taking you with me. Where are you coming? No, I'm coming with you to the forest. Who will be serving you and Mother Sita? I have to be there to serve you. Who will be guarding you and Sita when you were asleep? Who will be saving you from the animals, ferocious animals at night, or Rakshasas who will have more energy and that Shakti in the night time? Who will save you from them? Who will protect you or guard you from those terrible beings? I will have to come with you. No, 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 I'll take care of ourselves. You don't have to come. You be here. No, Rama, I know you are going to take us. Rama said, how come you know that? Because when you were taking blessings from Mother Kaushalya, you said, please bless us, so we leave to the forest. So you said we in the plural form. That means us, three of us. No, I generally said we in the context of, instead of saying I said we. Let us, please give us blessings. In that way I said, okay, that is fine. But what about Sita? You said to Sita to take care of Dasharatha Maharaj, and the other mothers, and also Bharata, Shatrughna, but you never told that you take care of Lakshmana as well. You didn't say that because I'm coming with you. That's why you didn't say. Rama said, well, what more I can say? Okay, come with me as well. So that way Rama, Sita, Lakshmana prepare to leave, and Ayodhya totally became a place of mourning. Everyone was lamenting. No one was, having a having this good vibrations anymore. The life became so dark. They feel that they are losing their own lives, and they became so angry towards Kaikeyi for because of who this all things happen. Now Dasharatha Maharaj also recollects about his past sin, what happened when he was a young Dasharatha. He's he was very expert in Sabdaveri, that is shooting by sound. So like that, there was a sound coming when when he went for hunting. So there was a sound coming, and he assumed mistakenly that it was an elephant near the lake. So he wanted to shoot that elephant. So he did that, but unfortunately, the human sound came. Because of that sound, Charya Sabda. So he was like, "Oh no, I did not shoot the elephant. Instead, I shot some human being. So let me go and see." So when he went there, he saw very young ascetic who was having some water from the lake for and taking some water for his parents who sent him because they felt thirsty. So they sent him to bring some water. So he came. Dasharatha Maharaj came nearby this young ascetic, and he became very shocked. And this man ascetic already dying, and he said Dasharatha Maharaj apologized to him and told what happened, how he mistakenly did this big mistake. And then ascetic said, that is all right, you just go near, there is a hut, you go there, and my blind parents will be waiting for me to come. They will not be able to survive without me, because both of them are blind. So I am the one who has been taking care of them. Now that I'm dying, at least go inform them that I'm dead. So before you go, remove this arrow from my chest, because this is very much paining me. And then as soon as Dasharatha Maharaj removed the arrow from his chest, that ascetic died. He left the body. And then Dasharatha Maharaj goes to this blind parents of this ascetic and apologized, told what happened, and he apologizes, and they became very emotional. Obviously, they became very sad. At the same time, they became that feeling that separation from their son, and they cursed Dasharatha Maharaj, that Dasharatha Maharaj will also will have the same situation of having not same situation, but having the grief of being separated from his own son. Dasharatha Maharaj recollects that and the curse, and then his heart got further broken, and he left the body. And of course, there are so many chaos happened in the ministry, that all the sages and ministers and prajas, they were almost cursing Kaikeyi for her hard-hearted behavior, and they also warned her she will be the cause of Dasharatha's death. Same way Dasharatha also passed away. Now in the forest, so what happened? Sumantra drops the trio, Rama, Lakshmana and Sita, up to Guha, the place where like a Shringa Verapura, that's where Guha lives. He's a hunter man and he's a friend of Rama. And once they crossed the river Ganges, Rama said, Sumatra, now you leave. Because all this way, these prajas were following old Brahmanas, all of them, whoever they could, they were following Rama all the way up to one place. And then and what Rama does is he tricks the followers, because it's too hard for them to walk all this way, right? And Rama has to go because he is the dharmic follower, and he is playing the role model of being a good human being, and he doesn't want to come back to Ayodhya. So the plan of Prajas to convince Rama to come back to Ayodhya, but Rama was not ready, because he promised his father that yes, he will do what Kaikeyi asked for, so he is not going to come back. But Prajas were hoping that somehow they'll convince Rama to bring him back, but that's not going to happen. Rama knows that. So somehow he has to redirect them back to Ayodhya. So that's why he told Sumantra that, okay, Sumantra, while we are staying overnight, what you do, you take the chariot, give path for the followers, so they follow the wrong path, and then somehow you come back, you drop us somewhere, like he's making a false route for the followers to follow, and then make a route to come back to the original spot where we started. So Sumantra does that, and then they follow another route without any trace. So that way followers were actually they fell in the trap of Rama's plan, so they followed the route, and then they came back the original starting place where they started, and then they realized Rama tricked them, and then all went back to Ayodhya with so much of lamentation. And then so now here at Guha's place, Guha welcomed Rama and offered him a lot of nice fruits and roots with like palatable dishes. But Rama refused, because he said, look, he doesn't want to eat anything, because he can't live in another palace. But Guha makes Rama to feel, make him feel like this is another palace, so you can live here comfortably. We are all your servants. We'll give you whatever you need. We'll serve you for another 14 years. Please stay here. But Rama said, no, that is not the case. That is not why I came here. I came to embrace your love and reciprocate your love. So please allow me to leave. But whatever you offered, I accept them through my mind. But please give that to my horses. They are tired, so they can eat them. So, and then Guha makes a nice bed with the leaves and some old grasses, like dry grasses or something, and nice bed that way. And Rama and Sita sleep there. The place still exists and it is still protected. Even if we go to that place, we can see. So then next morning, Rama asks for the route map to see Bharadwaj. So the sage Bharadwaj is none other than the disciple of Valmiki. So the route map so far was from Ayodhya. They departed, they crosses the Tamasa river, and then they meet Guha at the river Ganges, the banks of river Ganges, Shringaverapura, and then ask for the direction to go see Bharadwaj Muni, and then they go to the confluence of river Ganga and Yamuna. That's where Prayag is. And that's where ashram of Bharadwaj Muni is also, and they go meet Bharadwaj Muni, and Bharadwaj Muni nicely gives them great hospitality to Rama, Lakshmana and Sita, and he also wanted them to stay here only, but Rama asked for the next route towards Chitrakuta, because he wanted to stay away from place where it's closer to Ayodhya. Otherwise people will find him and he will not be able to fulfill the vow that was made to his father. So that was the main motto of Rama at this stage. So therefore he says, okay, now please guide us to Chitrakuta. So the next morning they all leave, Rama, Lakshmana and Sita, they leave to Chitrakuta. So the Chitrakuta was recommended because that place was so peaceful, and so many sages and rishis lived there, because it's scenic filled forest, and also you can get sumptuous fruits and roots, honey, and beautiful birds and deers to watch, and it's a beautiful place for Sita, Rama and Lakshmana. So they thought, okay, so it was recommended, so they left to Chitrakuta, and Rama asked Lakshmana to build a nice hermitage, and he does that, and then they do little Graha Pravesh like a yagya, and then Rama enters the cottage in Chitrakuta. Now Bharata from Kaikeya, Bharata and Shatrugna, remember from the last episode we saw Bharata and Shatrugna went to Kaikeya upon the request of their uncle in Kaikeya kingdom. So they go there, and then the night when Dasharatha passed away, the same night, Bharata also had the dream. He had this bad dream and saw the bad omens, like bad signs, around. So he woke up in the morning, and he was totally distressed, and he was teased, choked by his friends and cousins and Shatrughna, but Bharata was not in the mood. He said, "No, I don't feel good because I had this dream where Dasharatha Maharaj was not in a good position. So he was coming in the donkey. He was riding on the donkey, something like that. He dreamt, and therefore he said that I sense there is something wrong going to happen, either to Rama or Dasaratha." Then immediately there was a messenger came to Bharata and said, "Bharata, you wanted to come back to Ayodhya in the sense of urgency." So Bharata realizes that something really bad happened. But he asked about the goodness of everybody, well-being of everybody. But the messenger was told by Vasishtha Muni, "Don't reveal anything yet. So just tell everything is okay." So that way the messenger said, "Yeah, yeah, all's well." So then Bharata said, "Okay, fine, let's go." And they traveled back to Ayodhya. Probably it took them few days to go, but they went the short route so that they can reach there faster. So once they reached, Bharata learned what happened, and he became so angry at Kaikeyi. He confronted Kaikeyi and rejected her totally. "You are not my mother." So how Bali Maharaj rejected Sukracharya when he did not suggest to offer whatever that were asked by Vamanadev. So they know Vamanadev is Supreme Lord, and whatever Vamanadev asked, Bali Maharaj was ready to offer. He even offered his own head because nothing else left for the third step. So he offered his own head. So that is how that is the full surrender, Atma Nivedanam. But when Sukracharya, the guru, being the guru of demons, Bali Maharaj is coming from Hiranyakashipu family, right? So being the demon, he was a devotee, even though he was a demon coming from demoniac family, like Prahlad Maharaj, he was also a devotee, Bali Maharaj. So, but Sukracharya being his guru, he did not accept to offer everything to the Supreme Lord. So he warned, if you offer everything to the Lord, you will end up having nothing, and then what will happen to my life condition? So do not offer things to Supreme Lord. That is Vamanadev. He's tricking you. That's when Bali Maharaj rejected. What kind of guru you are? The guru should teach. Guru Nana Sakshat, that verse in Srimad Bhagavatam teaches us that guru, king, father, husband, they all should direct their followers, dependents, to the path of bhakti, to the path of the Lord. If they do not do that, they are not fit to be in that position anymore. So that's why Bali Maharaj rejected Sukracharya. The same way Kaikeyi also was rejected by Bharata. And then he said that, "Look, all my life I wanted to serve my Lord, Supreme Lord Rama, but what you did was the opposite. You made me to look like I am the one who plotted all your schemes. So I am not a part of your plan. So I am going back to Ramachandra, wherever he is. I'm going to find him in the forest. I'm going to bring him back from Ayodhya. I will not accept the throne." That is when Kaikeyi realizes she becomes morose, and she repents for what she did. And then next day, Vasishtha Muni comes and tells Bharata that, "Okay, your father has been kept in the oil for so many days for you to come and do the funeral rites, so please do that." And Bharata goes, meets Kaushalya, and Kaushalya initially rejects Bharata, but then she comes to know about the full genuine intention of Bharata, and then she accepts him. And Bharata tells his plan, that is going back to Rama, and going to Rama and bringing him back to Ayodhya. So everyone, the Prajas, minister, whoever thought bad about Bharata, they all became happy happy to know about Bharata's true intention. So Bharata now finished the funeral rites for his father. Now travels in the same route, but he now made the route properly. Like asked his ministers to arrange the proper road route so that all the army, of Bharata and mothers and Vasistha and the other sages can travel to the forest. So they are all done in a few days, really fast. And then from Ayodhya, Bharata also goes to the same route to meet Guha in Shringavarapura, and Guha told whatever that was happened, and also showed the place where Rama and Sita slept, and Bharata kept weeping seeing the place. So all this life Rama lived an opulent royal life, and he had to sleep in the forest at this place, and he was really feeling sad for Ramachandra, and then he goes to meet Bharadwaj next, and then Bharadwaj tells, okay, this is where Rama resides at this present moment. Then they all travels to Chitrakuta, and Rama, once the army comes towards the forest, it was disturbing the forest animals and the birds, and there was noises coming, and then Lakshmana realizes that there's big army coming to attack them, and he climbs up the uh, tree, the tallest one, and then he looks for who is it, because Rama asked him to do so. Then Lakshmana does that, and then tells, it looks like Dasharatha Maharaj's elephant. Uh, then Rama asks what flag is there, and then he says it's Bharata's flag, and then Lakshmana says that, oh, this is Bharata who has come to kill us, attack us, so that he can make sure we don't come in between, in the middle of his Rajya. When he rules the kingdom, he doesn't want any of us to come back and ask for Rajya back. So this is why he has come with his army to attack us. Then Rama said, no, it won't be the case, Lakshmana. You are thinking in the way of how you would do, isn't it? Then Lakshmana realizes, no, Bharata is also a brother of Rama, so he wouldn't think that way. Then Bharata comes with his army, and then once the place when they reach closer to the hermitage of Rama, they can see the smoke coming from the chimney. Then they realize that this is where Rama should be. Then Bharata and two others like Guha and Shatrughna, they all go up to see Rama, and then there is some emotional embracement and the exchange of feelings happening, and Rama learns of the demise of his father, and then immediately Lakshmana and Rama, they all moan loudly, so that if they all hear from whoever staying down there, the mothers, Vasistha and the other sages, the army, they all hear that oh, now Rama and Lakshmana came to know about the demise of the father. So they were crying loudly. So they all decide to go to Rama's hermitage. So they all, Vasistha takes the mothers, Kaushalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi, and they all now go. But in the meantime, Rama, Lakshmana performs their Shraddha at the river close by in Chitrakuta, and then Bharata starts to tell how he feels and how he rejected his mother, and also apologized to what happened, and he urged Rama to come back to Ayodhya and rule the kingdom, because he is the fit. In our dynasty Rama, no one has ruled. When the elders present, the younger ones will not rule the kingdom. Therefore, it is not dharmic. You please come back. And then Rama says, I cannot take back the vow that I promised to my father and Kaikeyi, so please understand. So you go and rule the kingdom for the Prajas. And after a while, Bharata realizes that Rama is not going to come back. So Bharata requests, okay Rama, at least give me your padukas, the sandals, so I can worship that, and I can do the coronation for your padukas, and make make you your sandals as the king, and as a king, and make your padukas to rule the kingdom, and I will continue to live as a mendicant, because he already prepared himself to be a mendicant, because his plan was to send Rama back to Ayodhya and he can live as a mendicant in the position of Rama's, because they have to keep the vow somehow. So to keep the vow, Bharata decided to, he already matted his hair, and he came in the dress of Vanavas, like the tree barks and everything. So Rama, when he saw that, he was also feeling the, the attachment that Bharata has towards Rama. So after this conversation, Bharata leaves with the Padukas of Lord Ramachandra, and he says that I will reside in Nandigram only. That's like a forest area near Ayodhya, and go to Ayodhya as if it is going to the office, like that. And Bharata and the army and everybody leave the place Chitrakuta, and they are going back to Ayodhya in the same way they came. Now this, after they left the forest, the place where the elephants and horses, they contaminated pretty much the stools of the waste of horses and elephants, and the place became disturbed. Now the rishis decided to go to Ashwamuni's ashram, and because there were noise of something's, people, the sages nearby are packing up and leaving. So Rama inquired, why are you leaving? They said, look, we feel like the place is now not peaceful anymore, so we are now deciding to go to somewhere else. So some rishis going to Ashwamuni's ashram, etc. So Rama also decided to relocate, because the the memories that is coming back to him, like Bharata and mothers, where they came, and that memories keep coming back to Rama also. So he also decided to go to Atri Muni's place. That's where Ram, Sita and Lakshmana meet Sage Atri and his wife Anusuya. And Anusuya, there is a conversation between Anusuya and Sita, and she teaches Sita about the duties of an ideal wife, but already Sita has been doing that. So for that, Anusuya praises Sita so much for her devotion and chastity towards Rama, and gives so many gifts, ornaments and nice garments and like that. Now Atri Muni also wanted Rama to stay here, but Rama says no. We want nice place so we can live there for some time, because they've been on move for quite some time now. So they wanted to go and reside in a place where there is no disturbance. So Rama decided to go to the Dandakaranya, but his plan was that he know, as a supreme lord, he knew that's where Rakshasas are there, Ravana's followers are there. So he wanted to destroy all of them. But when he asked Atri Muni for the directions, Atri Muni was totally shocked, and he warned about fierce Rakshasas living in the forest and disturbing the sages already. So, but then Rama was so determined that he wanted to go there, and so that the sages can be relieved from these disturbances. The next morning he leaves Trimuni and Ansuya, and he enters the Dandakaranya forest. This is where Ayodhya Kanda ends, and next we will be seeing Aranya Kanda. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.